the beaver back in. But this part is tricky because now you used up all your hands. Okay, ran off tape there. Now it's time to put the beaver back in. It's tricky because once you push it in, the push on the spring, the leaf spring, it'll try to flip the left side of the spring out of the frame. So what I do is, you can let go of the strut now, place it peacefully onto the top of the leaf spring. Now when you put the beaver in, put it in a little bit first like that, and now you have your hand free. Use your right index finger, apply pressure on the leaf spring so it doesn't flip back out. Now you can push the beaver all the way in, like so. Okay, push it all the way in, and hold on to it. Now, if in an event that it won't go all the way in, it's probably because the hammer strut, it's caught in between the beaver and the leaf spring. I can do that again for you. If you notice when I push the thing in, I try to let the gun down like that, so the strut actually rests on the beaver before I push the thing all the way in, and that's the trick. Anyway, if it's caught, just release the pressure a little bit and fiddle until the strut stays in the middle of the beaver like that. So now it's all flushed. Now you hold on to that tight, and you can see that the hole is clear for you to put in the safety in, the thumb safety. But you can't do that yet. Why? Because you need to put the 2 pins and the spring back into the housing here first before you can push down the thumb safety. So you start by holding, putting in the narrow pin for the slide stop. Stuff it in so that the back shaft, the narrow shaft, face backwards. Don't put the whole thing in, just push a little bit of the head. Now hold the spring, doesn't matter which way, the little spring. Fit that onto the shaft of the narrow pin, it should fit. Now push the pin in with the spring together, like that. Okay? So then you'll have a little bit of spring left sticking out. Then you take the thick pin that pushes on the thumb safety, and there's a narrow end on one side. Fit the narrow end into the spring slowly. Okay, you want the whole process to be outside of that thin housing there, so you're sure you don't squish the spring. Alright, now you can push the whole thing in now, like that. Once you push the spring in, your finger will go black. Once you push the whole thing in, you'll see that the slide stop pin will be pushed out from the front like that, and it's incorrectly. That's good. Now at this point, don't shake your gun around, and don't turn the gun down like that, or the pin will fall back out again. So keep it horizontal. Now you can hold the thumb safety here, and and I worked on the safety a little bit. If you can see the L shape here. I had to shave off material from here on this part of the L for it to go into the sear correctly. Okay, it depends. It's different from gun to gun, so that's why it's fun to work on guns. Keep it horizontal. Push the thumb safety in the correct hole. Make sure the thumb safety is pointing up 45 degrees. Okay, don't worry about the hammer, just keep it at rest, hammer down position. Push it gently, or wiggle it, until it goes in. Now, once you get to a point, look, I'll keep pushing it in. Once you get to a point, it will make that click sound. That click sound happens because the thumb safety push onto the pin, and the pin press against the frame. So what I meant was, if you look between the thumb safety and the frame, you can't really see it there. Anyway, you You can see that the pin is crooked now. It's been pushed back out with the little spring, but I caught it, you know, between the safety and the frame. Okay. Now, at this point, what you want to do is you get a small screwdriver and fit it between the safety and the frame. Push the pins back to the front. Okay. While, you know, applying force, like pushing the safety in. It won't go all the way in. Why? Because your hammer is not in the right position, but ignore that for now. Push it all the way in, and now push the spring in, the pin in, like that. Very tight. There we go. Once it makes that click sound, check again to make sure that the slide stop pin is good, and then the safety pin, it's also good. It fits in between. Now there's still room. Whoops, trying to jump back out again. There's still room between the safety and the frame, as you can see here. Okay. Now this is when you want to reverse what we did before. Cock the hammer 45 degrees to the corner there. Okay, like so. Wiggle the safety while pushing it down. There we go. Down. No. That's why I shaved the safety material a little bit. If you never shaved it, it won't go in that easily. Anyway, now after you push the whole thing in, check again at the safety pin that it's engaging the safety correctly. See the little thing sticking out there? Good. Okay, good. Once that's good, you can push down the thumb safety. Down, okay, like that. There. Okay. So it's down and clears the rail. Now, your hammer will be locked in this position. It won't go back, you know, to the hammer down position no matter what now, because the series fucked. What you need to do is you need to grab the mainspring housing again. Okay. Now, you see the whole time I'm still holding onto the beaver, or else it's gonna jump, you know, just like the beginning. Slide the mainspring housing in the frame. When you get to this point, make sure the strut is dead center in the middle, so dead center in the middle, so it goes into the housing like that. Okay. Now, when you get to this point, you won't be able to push the housing all the way in because the hammer is cocked, half cocked, so it's going to give a lot of pressure on your finger at the bottom, so you can't push it in the way in. How do you make it? You know how to decock it? It's, take a look. This is my little finger. Hold on to the mainspring housing. Okay. Press the housing down onto the table while holding onto everything here. Press it all the way down so it's flushed. Hold on to it real tight while pushing down. Cock the hammer all the way and fire the gun like that. Bam. Jumps back up. Now you can hold